All right, what's up? We're back. Can you guys hear me? Streamlabs is a little different. So we got to make... Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Yes. The music is satanic. Yep. Yes. Anything that's not Baptist hymns is satanic. So, yes. Vaporwave. Did you know the devil actually invented the synthesizer? Yeah, I mean, everybody's heard the story of Robert, what's his name? Ralph, when the devil made a deal with Ralph Macchio on the crossroads. The true story there is that Ralph Macchio made a deal with the devil to invent the synthesizer. And Ralph Macchio in the 80s actually started all of the synthwave bands. Ralph Macchio in a synthwave band. 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 I'm back to my normal self. Going crazy. Now, so I don't really get Streamlabs. It's all new to me. It's kind of the same OBS, but it's all overlaid and all this other stuff going on. So, the way this works is if you see in the description, there is the, where's the show? Yeah, the link to Streamlabs. I guess I'll have to open up Streamlabs. Let's see. And then it's just the new Super Chats. You know what I mean? Remember Super Chats? Remember the old days? Remember those old days? So I think I have to have this open. So let's open up Streamlabs here. So it's going to work like Super Chats. So all you do is you go to that page and you send me your Trump bucks. And there's a round two of Trump bucks deuce. Drop a deuce on me of Trump bucks. And then you'll be happy. I will meet and make sure all of your dreams come true. And a lot of these protesters out in the street, they're going by this, right? They're going by this. Ilhan Oyamar. This is their. You want to understand the protesters? Read this right here. All right, so I don't really understand how Streamlabs works. I think I do. I know I can't help the stream is choppy. I don't know why it's choppy. Everything's got to always not work right. I mean, I wonder if it's the bit rate or whatever. Might be the bit rate. How are y'all doing today? Maybe we can change. Can't we change the bit rate? Stream settings. It just never ends, dude. That's the only way to get this stuff fixed, though, is to just do it. You know what I mean? Look at that. 200 nerds. Over 200 nerds. I know the stream is choppy. Thank you. But more importantly, did you know that the protesters are using Heidegger? Let's see. I don't think it's not going to let me reset the stream, is it? Like, not the bit rate or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I guess I can just hope that somebody try one of these Streamlabs. It's supposed to make that little gay sound. You know what I mean? I spent all day setting up all this stuff. I know it's chopping. I know. What do you want me to do? You think they deboost your streaming unless you do pro? I'm not opposed to purchasing the pro. It's only like $10 or $12. Is that what it is? Do I need to set that up? Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll iron out. Sometimes it's the YouTube. All right, so somebody send me $1 and let's see if this works on Streamlabs. Some of y'all are naive, dude. Like, I make jokes, and I cannot make a joke without people taking it literal. The entire 50% of the audience is Asperger's. So I got to figure out. So I think you just go to the page, the Streamlabs page, right? And if you leave $1, it's supposed to ding, right? That's what we're here for, y'all. Dollars. That's all that matters is dollars. But Streamlabs is better because they're not gonna take as much. You know what I mean? Jill Bates. We are gonna be talking about some stuff today, but I mean, I'm just in a mood to clown. You know what I mean? How can you can't take all this stuff too serious. You got to clown around. I made some emotional, moving e-celebrity stuff on my Instagram. Everybody should go watch those videos. They're very moving. Has anybody tried? Oh, I heard it. Look at that. There we got a Boomer Tech support. Yes, we got a crazy zombie running. A tiny gay zombie. Now he's way too big. Why did it do that? There we go. You gotta make that little gay zombie small. Put him up here. See? That cute little ding. You hear that? The little ding. Ding, gay zombie. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Another gay zombie. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm happy. Money. See how money makes us happy? And that's why I gave the formula to Jamie earlier. Look at that. $1, $5. There we go. Cellular ink. I'm now converted back to the libertarian moral calculus ethos. And I actually have the algorithm to know how we make ourselves happy. And you buy, basically you buy love. Look at that. Look at these little gay vampires. I mean zombies. There we go. It's working now. There we go. A little bit of a buzz there. All right. Now, the next problem is, how do I see what everybody's comments are? I guess I got to make it bigger so we can see your gay comments that you guys sent. There we go. We are going to be talking about dolphins. All right. So, but the Streamlabs page doesn't show me the comments. How do I see the comments? I guess the comment is what comes up on the screen. Is that how, I guess that's how it works, right? So you guys said Boomer Tech support. All right, we're almost done. We almost got it all figured out. It's actually working. Does anybody know? Yeah, we're going to be talking about all that in a minute. And I'm going to be singing. You know what makes me the most money? When I sing, y'all throw zillions of dollars at me. Zillions of Zuck bucks when I start singing. So I will satisfy your lust and sing for you. And I will be taking requests. Since I've been demonetized, I'm reduced to being a lowly street performer. Well, thank God. Thank God we have the super chest back. Look at that. KGB handler. Now, what does he say? I can't even see this stupid thing. It's so small. That's what she said. Get it? That's what she said. KGB handler. Maybe I should let that stuff stay up there longer. Yes, I have fallen to the dregs of being a Twitch performer, and I'm gonna have to gamer, and I'm gonna have to show you cleavages. But my cleavages will heal all of the division and dividance that we have seen the last 2 weeks. I just wish they would show what the super chats are. Anyway, I will iron out the specifics of Streamlabs comments because it doesn't let me see each person's comment. Now, come on now. No boomer tech jokes. How many boomers set up Streamlabs? Come on. One in the world ever, maybe. I want to interact with these comments, but all right. So, what's up, y'all? What are y'all up to? What are you doing? Do you come here often? How would I spit game on my audience? What's up? You come here often? I noticed you look okay today. I'm gaming you guys. This is how I would spit game if you want to learn. I noticed you look okay today. Better than what I normally see, even though this is the first time I see you, girl. Is this your favorite chat room? Did you ever go to Yahoo Chat? I was on there. You say you are diamonds and ring of gold. You say you are your stories remain untold. Heard all the promises we made from the cradle to the grave. I won't heal you. There you go. That's some ASMR for you guys. Yes, I know it's attractive. 253 nerds. Welcome. Looks like things are ironing out here. No more gay zombies, but you guys want me to sing? How do you get Streamlabs? You just go to the link. See, it's like a separate page. And then you do the super chat there, and then it pops up for me. Even though I can barely read it. So I still haven't figured out all of that yet. So there's somewhere that I can see less singing, more Biden tooting. Did Biden toot? I didn't know that. Biden looks like a mannequin. Like he's had more plastic surgery than Fox News anchor girls. He just looks weird, dude. Yes, SpongeBob is out of the closet. And dolphins have all come out of the closet. Did you know that good dolphins are gay whales? I've said that for many, many years. That's now confirmed by mainstream media today. Mainstream science. Well, one thing I can do is shout out to the names of the people. So I can do that with these tiny, not fat super chats. So let's try it that way. Shout out to David Solberg for that huge 66 cents. I will now go purchase myself some Gushers to support the revolution. Biden does look like a Muppet. Shout out to Stuart Glenn Wright, he sent $1.61. There we go. Let's see. Can I see that? Keep up the great work. Thank you, Owen Brown. $10. Look at that. It's working. Although I cannot see. I can't see the dang comments. All right, let's try it this way. I know what to do. I'm almost done with the Boomer Tech, I promise, and then we'll get to going. If I can make my screen bigger to where I can read the super chats, then we will be good. I guess that's as big as I can do it. All right. Shout out to Relux for 67 cents. Woo, you guys are slow down now. Slow down on the it's like you guys are sending me bitcoins. 67 cents. Mikhail, what's up? $5, sort of. That's okay. David Solberg, another 66 cents. 719 Cellular Inc. And there's a picture of a random Tommy Wiseau looking dude. Thank you for that 67 cents. So, yeah, the minimum. All right, but thank you, because the minimum shows that it works. So, there we go. What's with these long ass intros? Who cares? Because I like to cut up. That's what. This empire of intellect and IQ that I have built up on YouTube was built on me clowning around. That's how this empire was built. I'm the Constantine of cutting up. I am the Theodosius of... I can't think of a TH word. I am the Justinian of Juju. Juju Magumbo Jumbo. All right. Yes. Thank you for those beautiful rainbows. Welcome to the beautiful rainbows. I do have my glasses here. I can put those on. Does that make me more intellectual? You notice instead of the shark hat now, I wear the glasses in the debate, which are a prop. Uh-oh. Look at that dude. What is that? There's a fat dude now on my screen out of nowhere. I don't know what I'm doing, but thank you for Jennifer Powers. I guess you sent the fat dude. If you send $5, you can use those gifts. But now the fat dude doesn't go away. So now you guys know how to hijack my stream and bombard me with that angry fat gamer dude that smashes tables. See, that guy made a whole career out of being just a mad fat dude that smashes Magic the Gathering stuff, right? Magic the Lunchables gathering. Oh my gosh. Now he's never going to get off there, is he? See, you guys knew what you were doing. You hijacked my stream. So I'll never get rid of that fat dude. Let's see. Alert box. Okay, dude. Get off of there. Maybe it stays up if you do $5. Is that how it works? Well, we'll just hang out with that fat dude the whole time. Do you dress down when you debate libertarians? I may have in the past. I don't remember. Yeah, I was wearing like a cap and smart glasses. But please do check out my Instagram. I'm very proud of the moving messages that I made this week to help heal the dividends in our country. Our country is suffering from intense dividends. And one thing we learned is that we need to take responsibility, as the celebrities have told us. And being a high-level e-celeb, I want to use my platform to promote justice, tolerance, peace, and the end of dividends. And calling out the protesters and, the people who are calling out the elite who are holding us down, and they're utilizing the philosophy of this man. So there is my beautiful Instagram for all of you lower people on the totem pole of society. You can go there and support my meta level humility when I sing for justice and when I speak out for justice. So yes, I took responsibility. If you saw the celebrities, my celebrity friends, we did a black and white. Good grief, get this fat dude out of here. He will not get off here, will he? Maybe I'll have to send my own super chat to get rid of that fat dude. I'm going to be like that guy and just start smashing the tech. Remember, that's his whole shtick, is that he just smashes tech and turns over tables. I'm about to turn into that dude. Let me get yeah, we're just clowning around here, dude. We are going to get to the meat. That's what she said. And we're going to be covering our favorite Dolphin boy, and we're going to be covering Dissension Millennium. Welcome to the dawn of everything that you do. Have you heard Corey Feldman's song Millennium? I actually play that song all the time. If you've not seen the video, go look up Corey Feldman's Millennium song. Can somebody send 67 cents and just send 69 cents? Get rid of that fat dude. He's driving me nuts. Get him off of there. How do we get the fat dude off of here? I know. That's why I wear the glasses in the debate now. I don't even have to debate in the debate. They just put the glasses on and be like, oh, dude, he just wrecked that dude. He didn't even talk. But he's got those horned ram 50s computer nerd glasses on. Somebody please send 67 cents, 69 cents, and get rid of that annoying fat dude. Why is it doing this? I will give you $1 if you send 67 cents. How's that? And then we'll get rid of that fat dude. I'm proud of myself. I got all this Streamlabs crap working today. There we go. Come on, we're creeping up to 300 nerds. See, I was waiting until, people come in. I know everybody wants to debate me. The whole world wants to debate me. So my goal is to become the most hated man in the world. Yes, we have a Discord for debates. Remember the Fedora memes? Those were good old days. Can somebody please send 69 cents to get rid of that fat dude? He's driving me nuts. Now I'm afraid that something's not working and the fat dude will never go away. It's a curse. Yeah, so I got to... Let's see. Thank you. Shout out Michael Cusick. Jennifer or Michael are the culprits here for making this fat dude stick on here for the rest of forever. Anyway. Please debate your dad. I want to debate everybody's dads in one. Look at, there we go. Okay, so people are sending. Shout out to Michai again, and to Gregory, to Michael Cusick. And now it's not popping up because that fat dude's stuck there. Well, now you can blame Streamlabs because they're screwing you guys out of this. So yeah, so here is the Streamlabs link. I mean, that's my Instagram. I'm sorry. So they're coming through, but they're not coming up on the screen. So I apologize for that. Let's try this. Let's try. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so hopefully it's refreshed now. The fat dude's gone. He plagued us this whole time. All right. Yeah, I will debate. I already called out Samu Hyde. I called him out on that video where he was talking against our essential heroes. Remember that? I called him out. What's up? I could probably, if we gave Mr. Hyde an advantage, like if I tie my fist to my foot, some kind of advantage like that in the octagon, and then we have Bro Rogan kind of, in the middle. Maybe in that case. Also, if I'm on drugs. There we go. So it's working. It's just like choppy. That's what it is. All right. So I would take two puffs of smoking Rogan before the fight. My hands are tied to my ankles. Sam Hyde gets a cat of nine tails. I don't need a weapon. I got a deadly weapon right here. I'm trying to figure out how to make the fight equal. Give Sam Hyde. What else? Give Sam Hyde and his dad. He could have his dad as kind of a tag team. I have to wear a strong bad wrestling mask that covers my eyes. So it'd be like a Luke Skywalker training kind of thing. Maybe in that scenario. And Joe Rogan gets a heart attack gun that he can shoot at me at any point when it starts to look like I have the advantage, which would be the whole time, basically. Maybe in that situation, Sam Hyde could get a tie. It could be a tiebreaker. And then what would happen is we'd have a shout out to Carrie Rose for that super chat. I'm still going to call it super chat. It's not even super chats anymore. But shout out to maybe. And then what would have to happen is that when that match was a draw, Sam Hyde would have to get Butterbean in his corner, because I've been studying. I'm actually training for studying the arts of UFC. So I'm taking my UFC training now. This is actually a good idea. I didn't want to mention this to you guys, but we've been planning this match for a long time. So yes, so it's going to be in the round 2. I'm not saying it's already planned, but maybe I am, but maybe I'm not. And in the round 2, it would be tag team Butterbean with Mr. Hyde in one corner of the octagon. And then it would be me, in this case, no hands tied to the legs. But Butterbean and Sam Hyde get all of the implements that you would use in bondage sessions. All right, so they get to use those things in the battle, probably tying me up, putting large, weird tennis balls in my mouth or whatever. I would not have to have any weapons in that case either, right? But that's what we're talking about, right? So we're actually drawing up the legalities behind this match. I'm not going to say what it's called, but let's just say that some of the UFC greats will be involved in this. We got Kimbo Slice coming out. He's going to be involved. We got Mirko Krokop. We actually have a clone of his leg. Mirko Krokop, of course, one of the greatest kickballers in football. His leg, we have a clone of his leg. That's all I'm going to say. Shout out to Jennifer Power. Shout out to Carrie Rose. Look at this. This is all working now. Can you believe it that this is working? Shout out to Gregory Houchins. Shout out to Gregory Houchins. Gregory Coochie, shout out for that, $10. Yes. So people left. They're like, whoa, dude. They're like, he's going to take down Sam Hyde. I'm out of here. Well, you saw my calling him out. Hey, where's he at? He's not addressing these issues. All right, we're back. See what I mean? They tried to take me down with the demonetization, and all that did was lead to a future United Fighting Championships match where I'm going to be facing off against Butterbean and Sam Hyde. Now I'll be the greatest figure. I'm already, by the way, the hottest man in the history of the world. That's confirmed by Internet Modeling Agency Association of America. I leaked all that on Twitter, on Instagram, which you can go see at my Instagram. And now I'll be the greatest United Fighting Championship Ultimate Rogan person in the world. So this is all backfired on the establishment by trying to keep me down. And we called that out by calling out Heidegger. So we are going to get to again, I'm just having fun. Look, you guys send me money when I sing. Look at that, $20. Dustin Meek, let me tell you what, your super chat was not meek. It was very bold, bro. B-O-L-D, bold. As in bold font. You know what I mean? Thank you, Dustin Meeks. I will kiss your sweet cheeks. Now, if you've not seen Mr. Hyde's video about the calling out the nurses, oh, maybe I shouldn't use people's real names. I just realized that. Oops. Sorry for doxing my entire audience and getting them all killed. Yes, it did. It's just, I think it's slow. But yeah, Sam Heidegger. I called out Sam Heidegger for a long time. And look, he's scared. You know what I mean? He's scared. He doesn't want to step into that octagon with me and Big John and Afro Puff and Big D and Kimbo Slice. He doesn't want to step in that ring. And we all know why. And if you go to my video calling him out, now you know why. Right? So Mr. Hyde has a campaign, we'll say, quote unquote, to get onto Roe Jogan. And if you want to support that campaign, you can also go to Sam Hyde's Instagram and you can call him out to get him on Rogan, because that's the step for us having our United Fighting Championship Ultimate Battle. Right? So yes, support getting Roe Jogan to get Mr. Hyde on. So here is the link to my video calling him out, which sparked the drama that's going to lead to him getting on. What's up, Tacy? What's up, Tacy? All right, it's Stacy, isn't it? So now it's all cut off. I don't know. You know, this is a disaster, but whatever. Look at all these people. 300 nerds. So there you go. Roe Jogan. Get Sam Hyde on Roe Jogan so that I can step into the octagon with Mr. Hyde and Butterbean. And let me find that for you. I will also share that for you so that you can support Mr. Roe Jogan. I mean, Mr. Hyde. Everybody's getting mad. Where is your lecture? Dude, you are just talking nonsense. You are talking a bunch of nonsense. But you know what? Guess what? That's what makes me money. People don't pay me when I talk about the real stuff. They pay me when I sing retarded songs. I did not say the banned word. I said retarded. Two totally different words. D versus T. Look at those sweet super. Oh my gosh. I'm about to weep. Just like the celebrities weep because of all your beautiful super chats. And all these super chats are going directly into a hedge fund. They go directly from Streamlabs into a hedge fund to give me the Bitcoin dominance. I'm becoming a Bitcoin whale as we speak. And then you're going to find out big twist in the story. I'm not a Bitcoin whale. I'm a Bitcoin dolphin coming out of the closet, bro. Because guess what? A dolphin is a gay whale. We are bonkers today, aren't we? We are bonkers. Everybody loves it when I'm goofing around because guess what? This is the normal me. Dude, how stoned are you right now? Dude, look, how stoned are you? You know how stoned I am? 100%, which is natural high. You ever thought about a natural high? You know, you're out here drinking your beer. You're out here drinking your alcohol. You're out here smoking drugs. Have you ever thought about a natural high? Did you know that I am in a state of natural high 24/7? How do I get into that state? It's called alpha male. It's called being an alpha male. And you say, well, how can you be an alpha male when you complained about being viciously attacked by a fly? Well, you go watch my video and you'll understand how that's the case. Did I share the link? Anyway, here's the link to get Hyde on Rogan so that I can step into the octagon with Hyde. So everybody follow this. Change.org campaign by Mr. Hyde to get Sam on Rogan, to get me to fight Sam. All right, let's start with today's serious stuff, right? So we're going to get into this book that a friend sent me. Look at this, I haven't even gone an hour and I've already got like $100, which immediately went into my Soros hedge fund to give me the Bitcoin, controlling shares of Bitcoin. I'm the CEO of Bitcoin, bitches. So this crazy book has Carl Rogers, Jonas Salk, Tim Leary, Willis Harman. That's going to be a key one. Marilyn Ferguson from, of course, our Aquarian Age nonsense. Barbara Marx Hubbard. This is an all-star cast of quacks from the 60s and 70s and 80s. And this book came out in 1981. 1981? Are you listening to me? 1981. And you are going to be amazed at what is in this crazy book from 1981. And we're going to run it. So this is a double up because these books go together. This is today's lecture on the elite, the elite. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Mr. John C. Silly. And Mr. Silly, whew, there's some crazy stuff in this book. I happened upon this book when I was in Florida. Went back to Florida for a week, 2 weeks last week, sometime. And boy, did we find some crazy. Oh my goodness. It's so dusty in here. It's so dusty in here. Yes. You heard me all right. Now, Willis Harman is nobody. If you have watched any of Tristan's streams, then you've heard the name. If you have watched me in the past, you've heard the name. And I have to apologize because we have not gotten to Mr. Harman's main text that is so crucial. I'm sorry, there's so many texts of the elite. And Willis Harman's is one of the key ones, Changing Images of Man. Now, you've heard me mention it a lot. Tristan and I did a whole stream on Changing Images of Man, but I've not actually done a talk on that document. And we need to do it. Tristan and I have been talking about it for months. So we will eventually do that, maybe after I mop up the octagon with the disemboweled body parts of Samuel Hyde and Butterbean. But for the time being, we're going to start with this little, even more mind-blowing work, this essay from Willis Harman that is astoundingly prophetic. I'm always amazed at what these quacks, who are quacks, but they're quacks with power. That's the thing. They're not just quacks. They're not just ducks. They're ducks with power. They're Donald Ducks. And Willis Harman, who himself was into creepy, esoteric, weird stuff, he wrote this essay that we're going to talk about in this book. And then part 2 of this talk will include other essays in this book. I think we'll save the crazy Tim Leary chapter for the subscribers. And then I'll do a chapter out of this, and we'll save the crazy stuff in this book for the subscribers. But the public content that you're getting is also equally crazy. Just as crazy as this man right here with my high IQ glasses. 2000 IQ, 2050 IQ. See how that works? Booyah. So Willis Harman was the author of the Stanford research project, Changing Images of Man. This, of course, was about the revolution in not only man's perception of the world in the last several centuries and where to take things, but also man's perception of himself and how to take his self-perception. That would be key, they realized, in terms of the white papers and the social engineering, to bring about the new era. Remember, all the quacks in this book, we've covered Leary somewhat. We've covered Ferguson. Remember, we did the whole talk on Aquarian conspiracy, which the book is not a conspiracy book. It's an establishment book. It's just called Aquarian Conspiracy. We talked about Jonas, the Jonas Salk brothers, right? Now, we covered those people, but we haven't covered Harman. And Harman was into all this new agey stuff at the same time as being high-level social engineering establishment. Royal Technical College of Copenhagen, Stanford Research, Noetic Institute of Sciences, right? So he's connected also to these Esalen wacko creepers. And he is going to tell us what to expect in the future in terms of work, right? So this is about where in the futuristic technocracy work will be situated in man's day-to-day life when the new age comes about. So this book covers politics, right, in the future, leisure in the future. What's Leary's chapter is wild, and his is about science in the future. And then there is, let's see, this is a rare book, by the way. See what you get here? You get this rare stuff that nobody knows about or talks about. Parapsychology is even in this by some creeper that looks like his name is Stanley Krippner. Stanley Krippner looks like a creeper. He looks like the Crypt Keeper. Right. So he's going to tell us about, that's probably like the Bill Murray character in Ghostbusters, right? And we know Stanford Research was into all that stuff as well, right? With studying the Uri Geller spoon bending stuff, right? But I wanted to see what Barbara or what was Salk talking about. Aging? I don't know. Anyway, we'll get to that later. It's fun to cover these psychonauts because a lot of people don't realize how much power and influence the psychonauts had over steering society. But Harman, all right, get ready to get blown away. Okay, I'm gonna blow you away. So everybody remembers and recalls the last 3 months, right? Nobody will ever forget the last 4 months, 3 months, whatever, of their life. What we have seen, right? But what does Willis Harman say in 1981? Well, he says in the future, the problem of extra people. Yes, that's what he says on the first page. Will probably be dealt with because you'll have pets. People, what? People pets? Now he's talking about, he seems to be quoting John Maynard Keynes. And he talks about people pets, extra people. The the fortunate may work, but the remainder will be people will be kept as pets. What? Now, when I did my Ty Lopez video, I had boomer pets. I didn't even realize I was prophesying. I was prophesying by the spirit of Willis Harmon and Ty Lopez that there would be boomer pets in the future. And Willis Harmon says that. Now, you're not. I'm not even blowing your mind yet, because that's not the blow your mind part. He says that, look at America. You got this Protestant work ethic, Max Weber stuff, right? Puritan, Calvinist, Protestant work ethic, and this leads to the idea of the self-made man. So America birthed the concept of the self-made man. Huge, gonna be huge, right? The self-made man. And the self-made man is connected to the idea of a corporate power structure that supposedly the individual just builds from the ground up, right? Buttholes and elbows. Butthole grease and elbow grease. All going into Sam Walton creating Walmart from the ground up out of his own Bill Gates inspired garage, right? Bill Gates just slapped away at his old computer in his garage, and out came the internet and Microsoft, right? If you just work hard. So this boomer work ethic produced this weird society after the Depression. Well, let's rewind a little bit. He talks about that's the boomer work ethic, and then he gives a little bit of history, and he says the Great Depression led to this phase then, after, the FDR and all that stuff, to this abundance. We got this period of the consumer, to where mass consumption cannot exist without mass production. And that this was a phase that was logical in the progression of the economics of that time. This also was connected to disparity and then a welfare system, right? So Social Security, welfare, all of this eventually develops. And so you've got these weird supposed disparities between a great society and social benefits, supposedly, but actually which are just there to kind of keep people in a certain class so that they can't rise up. That's ironically what's going on. So there's actually some truth in this, right? But so you get this period of expansion, and remember what we saw in the Quigley talks: expansion and contraction. And the elite can, from an economic perspective, manipulate the boom-bust cycle. That's one thing that we saw Quigley cover. And Harmon's kind of, he's not exactly saying that. He's not saying it's anything conspiratorial, but he's just kind of glossing over these concepts, that idea. By the way, if you want to support, we do still have super chats, and you can support me by sending a super chat now through Streamlabs. So go to the Streamlabs link and do your super chats that way. So props to Lucas Westbrook for his fat super chat, $10. Shout out Lucas. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out better how to do the super chat thing here, because it's all different now. We got different stuff going on. So, and I don't know how to, if you don't want your name read, I don't know how to do it. Shout out to Josue Cueto. Josue. Is that Mexican for Joshua? I hope so. Joshua Coelho, $5. Lucas Westbrook, $10. Stacy versus Becky, $5. Welcome. You know who I'm impersonating there, don't you? Welcome. So we know that there's these manipulated boom-bust cycles, and so he's kind of just surveying all this, and he says, look, now that we've had the controlled period of expansion, industrialization, growth, which was, he said, intentionally promoted Now we've got to have the contraction period. So you industrialize to have all this expansion, and then you contract. Expansion and contraction. By manipulation on purpose. And what this does is this can then cause it's like successive cycles and transferences of wealth. That's the key here. That's the trick. So when you have these periods of boom, there's a lot of wealth created. Then if you wreck it, what happens? Everything drops, prices drop. The elite who have a controlling share can come in and buy up everything at a fire sale price when everything collapses. Then you have the government step in, which is an arm of the elite, to socialize. And then the socialization ends up in a backdoor way, transferring the wealth of that, say, decade back to the elite. So it's a cycle that they do. This was the thing that really blew my mind in the Quigley chapter on FDR. That's how it works. It's not just a fiat currency conspiracy or whatever. There's decades of cycles of the economy that are long-term scams that are played. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what's so crazy. Nobody can figure that out, though. That's like way too over anybody's head. And goofy libertarians are all committed to their low-level, like one aspect angle of how economics works, and they can't conceive of that. They don't know what you're talking about. All they think is that FDR socialized everything. It was all great when it was privatized. Privatization and socialization are two arms of the same bird, goofus. At the top, not at all levels. At the top. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Does that mean you can't start your own business? No. This is true for what's at the tip top, dude. I'm not talking about you and small businesses and medium business. That's not what I'm talking about. All right. Mechanization and automatization, right? Well, I go into Kroger, and I don't have a person who waits on me anymore. I have to scan and talk to that stupid robot Kroger woman. Welcome, valued customer. Welcome, valued customer. Welcome, valued customer. And it hurts my feelings because I know that robot woman is not being genuine. She does not actually care about me. I don't think she does. I don't really think she values me. Welcome, valued customer. So mechanization, cybernetics, rationalization of all culture, automatization will lead to unemployment. Well. What do you know, right? But that's not the crazy part. The crazy part of this is that what will happen in the future is that there will be a society. By the way, why is this thing? Oh, why can't things just work? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. The Streamlabs aren't showing up on the screen, but there are Streamlabs coming through. So anyway, but thank you guys for all those sweet, beautiful Streamlabs. They're much appreciated. My nose is itching from all that coca plant that I snorted before the show. People are like, how do you do your shows? Do the coca plant, man. Don't you know? My good friend, Pablo Escobar, he helps me start the streams. How do you do what you do? Pablo Escobar, he sends me a little gift. And he says, do your live streams, my friend. Do your live streams, my friend. Right, the commenter that usually does the super chats, Cholo, that's Pablo Escobar. Shout out to our friend Cholo. Many super chats. He's not sending super chats, dude. He's sending, you know what. That's what helps me act so crazy on the streams. So anyway, back to the crazy part. So payment processing is all going to be different in the future. Monetary situation, it's all going to be e-money, E. Shocker, right? He was right about that, wasn't he? Yes, he was. And he says that the e-currencies and the e-bucks, all of this will transition everybody into a version of e-welfare. Guess what he's talking about? Universal basic income. Now, what did I just tell you? The elite back in the FDR period, after the Depression, the FDR period comes in and socializes all the wealth and all the energy and man hours to, again, transfer, because guess who everybody was in debt to, according to Quigley, during the FDR period? All the money went back to the same bankers and elite who engineered the Depression. What a scam. But it was decades of scams. And do you goofuses who support this universal basic income, all these right-wing idiots supporting the universal basic income, do you actually, how dumb are you? You think that this is to help you have an income? Are you serious? Good grief. How dumb are you? What do you think welfare existed? It was to keep people at a subsistence level so that they couldn't build a business. Obviously. Everybody knows this. Cloward and Piven. But he says in the future, the UBI will accompany the welfare program. Now, by the way, I'm not saying that as a libertarian. Please stop thinking about things in such basic dialectics. I'm pointing out the big scale picture. I'm not trying to tell you to be a libertarian. I'm not trying to tell you to be a socialist. I'm not in any of those. I'm not in any of those. But he says, because I want your super chats. I want your super chats, right? Give me your super chats. I want your Trump bucks to go directly to my hedge fund. You will have to prove that you are worthwhile to the collective, he says, to get your UBI. Wow. Now, it doesn't just stop there. Anything that you want to do, whether it's get a job, go to school, to be brainwashed, will have to prove your social utility, social credit system in 1981. Look at that. Can you believe that? The UBI is the exact same as the social credit system in 1981. And anybody that say you deserve what you get if you're that dumb to think that Zuck wants to give you $1 a day to help you subsist. You deserve what you get. So it says that, let's see, the whole social sphere will be dominated by this system. Everything will be, so needs will be based along with conditions, where whatever you get is not going to be based on like your personal, say, purchasing power or decisions in the marketplace. You understand that's going away. Okay. It's not that there won't be some kind of marketplace. It's that you're not going to have like free decisions and choices that you make in some market. It's going to be like breadline type stuff. Like you have to demonstrate the need to even get the thing. Austerity. So you won't get a car. You don't get a car because you don't need a car. The only people that need a car are the people who can demonstrate that they have the need for the car for the social utility. All right. So if you're going to be riding around as a tattletale, then you get a car. You don't get a cell phone unless you have a need for the collective for a cell phone. You see how that works? That's what he's saying. That's what is coming. Do you understand? This is what they planned for decades. This is not a quack. He is a quack, but he's not merely a quack. This is a high level top social engineer telling you in 1981 what is rolling out right now. Social credit based on social worth. Now, who decides what social worth is? What? You see. Social worth is determined on the basis of social utility. So it's not communism. That's another thing. It's kind of, sort of, elements of communism. But it's not like straight up communism. So don't make that mistake, which it's not all wrong to say, this is a bunch of communism. It's not exactly communism. It's not exactly fascism. It's not exactly democratic capitalism. It's elements of all those systems into one big stink garbage juice smoothie. So initially it says the enhancement income, right? So it's something like Trump bucks. Will be rolled out as an enhancement income. This is to get you used to it so that then it becomes a subsistence income. So the enhancement income will roll over, so they roll it out gradually. Notice how this is all rolled out gradually, preparing people. You see how this works? You're not dealing with dummies. You're dealing with weirdos and quacks and creepers, but they're not dumb. There's a sinister, dark logic that they have. And too many good-hearted, naive people don't think that people at the top are evil. And that's how all of this works. The end of this system is then an austerity based on tiny living. Tiny living. Tiny living. Right? He was saying in 1981 they would bring in tiny living. And all the goofy millennials and Zoomers are buying into tiny living. So this will lead to the post-industrial society, as you can imagine. The technocratic post-industrial society. I'm glad that's still working. But I cannot read. I'm going to have to go into figuring out how the Streamlabs, because I can't even read the comments as they're so small and they don't stay up. But at least we got it working. So shout out to Jackson Raper. I cannot even say your last name. Gasp at what an awful last name, Raper, you have. Holy cow. But shout out for those fractions of Trump bucks that you sent me. All your Trump bucks belong to me. And look, when my hedge fund achieves dominance, what's up? We're almost to 400 nerds. Look at that. Almost to 400 nerds. When my hedge fund achieves dolphin dominance I'm not a whale. I'm not a Bitcoin whale. I'm a Bitcoin dolphin because I'm out of the closet. When we achieve that dominance, then we can take over the world. So we're going to have a good world takeover. That's what we're doing here. And I will install myself as the Kwisatz Haderach. For he is the Kwisatz Haderach. The universe is super being. And how can this be? Because he is the Kwisatz Haderach. Shout out to David Lynch. Dune. David Lynch. Shout out. Wow. Yes, I will be working on an Owen Wilson. The repertoire of impressions has become ossified. It's old. We all know who Nick Cage is. We all know about Nick Cage impressions. We've heard Jordan Peterson. And by the way, I cannot beat Jim Bob's Jordan Peterson. I'm jealous. He's better than me. He can do a better Jordan Peterson. Shout out to Jim Bob. But we're gonna amp up the impressions. Little Annie! Oh, Annie! We had a good time on that boiler room a few days ago. I was cracking up, right? We were doing Watto. I don't even remember his. Are you an angel? Right. Oh, Annie! There's a new one for you guys, Watto. But yeah, I mean, Nick Cage will always be there in the repertoire. Obviously, it's a classic, but We can't wear it out. I'm not going to be typecast as the Nick Cage impersonator out there on the Vegas Strip like freaking Elvis impersonator. Does that even exist anymore? That was a boomer thing. Elvis impersonators? Like, Zoomers don't even know who Elvis is. You said one love, one life. You got to do what you should. Love is a temple. I just busted somebody's eardrums. Love, higher love. You ask me to enter. When you make me cry, I can't be holding on to what you got. All you got is her. One love. That was mine. Completely retarded Bono. I was doing a new impression too, and I can't remember what it was. I don't know. Who am I talking about? Bono? Hello? He's only the head of the Beatles, the largest band of all time. Hello? Who's he talking about? Who's Boner? Who's Bono? The head singer of the Beatles. Duh. Dude, stop. Yes, I know. That's what I'm here to do. Right? I am here to bust your speakers. Retarded. Bono is not here. I'll turn this down so I don't hurt your speakers. Your precious, precious speakers. Now, I heard on AJONES, they're playing a clip of somebody who has beat my Bill Gates. There's a guy on AJONES who has a better Bill Gates than me. They're coming for me. People are beating me. Yes, Chaz Bono, the head of the Beatles. I'm going to have to ramp up. My impersonations are getting weak. He's slipping. He's slipping, y'all. He's slipping. And I have to keep checking here because the super chats, it's all different. It's all different now. It's all gone away. I think I got everybody's. I'm just making sure. Jackson RAPER, whose name I cannot even say without gasping, without triggering. Trigger alert. So anyway, so that's what we saw with this crazy book. In the part 2 lecture for the subs, my beautiful, beautiful subs, my precious, precious. I don't know if I can do Gollum. Anyway, for my precious subs, shout out to, by the way, we got a lot of new subs this last several weeks due to the demonetization. So shout out to all the new subs at Jay's Analysis. You will get access not just to the archived content, you will get access to the part 2 of this amazing talk. And that will cover Jonas Salk, Carl Rogers, Tim Leary, Marilyn Ferguson, Barbara Marx Hubbard, and various other weirdos. Next, we're going to move to the other part of this talk that's free, and then the part 2 will also have parts of this book. I stumbled upon Dr. John C. Silly's autobiography. This weirdo wrote an autobiography. Look at this guy, by the way. I mean, he just looks like a complete loon, dude. This guy looks like he would be eating shrimp out of a dumpster. Right? And I mean, who would eat shrimp out of a dumpster other than like Dr. Steve Brule, right? Well, this guy would. This wacko, you would see him in San Diego wandering around the pier, going through the dumpster, looking for dumpster seafood. Shrimp out of the dumpster. This wacko is something else. Now, so, by the way, the reason this book matters is that, as you guys know, we did cover Dr. John C. Lilly's programming and metaprogramming in the Human Biocomputer, 2 years ago, right? It was part of the Elite Books. And we saw him say some really crazy stuff in there, right? And we saw him in an interview with, I don't know, one of those old interview boomers, talking about how he tripped balls into the ether sphere and was bathed in the light of God, right? Which we know what God he's talking about. So I had heard all these things that he doesn't talk about in the book that he implies, and not only was I right about all my suspicions, I was way more right. I didn't say enough crazy stuff about him. Unless, of course, he's like making stuff up. Now, is it possible he's making up tales? Sure. But given his pedigree, given his connections, given the stuff that he did work on, there's nothing out of the realm of possibility here. There are also weird connections. Again, who were the circles that he ran in? Well, he was in the circles of Laura Huxley, Aldous' daughter. Burgess Meredith? What? Robin Williams? It's always just weird. But people are friends. People that you don't expect are like best friends with people you would never expect. It's always weird like that. And Dr. Richard Feynman. So there's always a connection, the coalition of the weird. Now, this book is promoted by Psychology Today, the New Age Journal, Library Journal. So it's not some weird thing. It's also promoted by Tim Leary. I think did Leary write the intro to this? Yes. So Tim Leary, our favorite CIA psychonaut, wrote the intro talking about, guess what? Remember Isaac Newton? Remember Paracelsus? John Lilly is the new Paracelsus. Wow. And he portrays Lilly like some kind of occult, esoteric shaman. Just like Leary portrays himself, by the way. Leary saying, I am a devotee of Crowley. So once again, now I don't know about if Lilly was a devotee of Crowley. There will be some strange things in this book that will blow your mind in part 2. Remember this whole Rojogan discussion with Jones and Elon Musk? Remember that? Remember those famous shows, top podcasts ever in history? What did, I think both, well, I know Jones was on there twice, but what did all of those 3 podcasts have in common? Are the elite and their crony quack army engaging with interactions with entities? That sounds crazy. Is it? Does it really sound crazy? Now, what's the Bible say? For a long time, people have been engaging with the entities. What do the top, quote, scientists of our age, the new aeon, what do they say? They go and talk to the entities. Lilly has multiple chapters on this. I couldn't believe it. I can believe it, but that's not even the crazy. The other crazy part is not just his conferences with the entities, the aliens, but that he says, yes, of course I worked with the CIA and the Office of Naval Intelligence. Of course. Now, he portrays it like, well, I didn't really want to follow what they said, but they came to me because they realized that all my research gave the ability to have total mind control. And now you're saying, well, how does doing drugs and float tanks relate to total mind control? Because that's not all John Lilly did. You know what else he did? Brain chips. He worked on the Lilly wave, which was waves, manipulation, frequencies that could target specific areas of the brain. And let's just say that some of his research gave the ability to to cause perpetual cooming. Yes, you heard me right. It is that crazy. It's that crazy. Perpetual cooming. Total SEXXY control. It's that crazy, y'all. Sandia Corporation, CIA, all up in John C. Lilly's biznatch. Now, you can debate. I think Lilly was a loon, right? I mean, this dude and his stuff about dolphins. I mean, come on. That's what's crazy. But you can think whatever you want. Now, see, look at this. Nobody sends when I start talking about the meat, nobody sends a single damn super chat when I start talking about the actual information. I'm just kidding, y'all. It's not that big a deal. But when I start singing, I must have a beautiful voice, because when I start singing and acting like an idiot, the money comes in. And people say, I cannot believe people watch him. How does anyone watch his material? He is insane. Yeah, but I'm getting the Bitcoins coming at me. I'm getting my own hedge fund of Bitcoins. So, joke's on you. The other thing we want to point out is that, remember this crazy movie? Yes. Now, when I watched the movie years ago, we had planned to do an analysis of altered states. I didn't realize that movie was about this quack. This Dolphin Queen. Well, obviously, now that I've read his book and this, well, yeah, of course it was. Obviously, it was about him. So guess what? There's a big Hollywood connection. Booyah. The Paracelsus of our age, who works with the CIA and the ONI, is also BFF with all these Hollywood weirdos. Of course he is. And he talks to aliens. She talks to aliens. How do you talk to an alien? It's like trying to catch a falling star. It is a fallen star. A fallen angelic star. How do you talk to an angel? The Zoomers don't even know what I'm singing. Now, Altered States is hilarious when you watch this movie. I mean, it's... Is it Jeff? What's his face? Was it Jeff Daniels? I always get the Quades and the Daniels in my head. They're all just one amorphous face, because they all have these... And even William Hurt. But Jeff Daniels, Randy Quaid, William Hurt, they all just meld into one weird white dude face in my head. I don't know. Maybe the LSD is causing me to see this evil trinity of Quaid Ludes. But so what's interesting is that Lilly was doing all of these tests for the National Institute of Mental Health. And so they came to him. They're like, bro, we got to make this movie about you. I now that we know that this is about this quack, you got to go watch that movie now. Go watch Altered States. It's crazy, because pay attention, especially to the scenes where he goes to do like ayahuasca or whatever with the tribes. I don't remember where he gets, South or Latin America or whatever. And that's what the Sandia, LSD, Gordon Wasson crew had been doing for a long time, right? They've been going down there for decades to study, all the hallucinogens and the mushrooms and all that. But that scene's funny because the way they picture his trips, they're really funny in that goofy 70s stuff. But the dumbest thing of the whole movie is when he regresses in one of the trips back to his primal state, which is accurate in terms of Lilly's worldview, by the way. He progresses back to when he was a monkey. And this is like something out of, I don't know, Dunstan Checks In or something. Like it just turns totally ridiculous. But you will get a sense of what's going on with Lilly in the movie. Pretty much accurate from what he says in his autobiography. However, I don't think the movie... It's been 4 years since I watched it, so I may have to go back and watch it. Maybe do a whole other analysis of that movie after reading this book and Lilly's other book. I don't think it has him having his conference of the beings. Okay, that's the aliens. The entities that he talks to when he, quote, dissociates. Thank you for that, Norman360. Look at that, $5. Lilly's... I've got to figure this out. I can't read what you guys are saying. This is a mess. He talks to aliens. She talks to angels. Who sings that horrible nightmare song? He goes ape. He actually does. Dunstan checks in to Lilly's psyche. Oh, man. By the way, Dunstan checks in. Talking about terrible. What's the worst genre? Dog movies. By the way, shout out to Everything is Terrible for their brilliant chop up and mockery of dog movies, which they've done this for like 10 years. It's hilarious. Maybe 8 years. But I actually got to hang out with Everything is Terrible. They came and did a show in Memphis many, many years ago before they were as big as they are now. And they dress up in the dog costumes. At that time, they were doing their dog show. It was hilarious. And this was genius. They chopped up clips from all of these terrible dog movies, like the kid dog movie genre. And all of them are the same, where the dog runs to the kitchen and grabs the turkey off the dinner. He gets into the mud or the soap, and he does the dog, and it goes on all the family. The dog does the dog fart, where it smells terrible, and then he makes the doggy face. Those stupid archetypes are in every dumb dog movie. But are dog movies worse than ape movies? Because guess what? Ape movies have all the same tropes. The apes do all the same stuff, except the apes have cigars, and they'll smoke cigars, which is funny. That's it. Nothing else in ape movies is funny. They're terrible, just as bad as dog movies, except when a monkey has a cigar. That actually is funny. I don't know why. It is. Tell me it's not. Tell me a monkey smoking a cigar or a cigarette, but more so a cigar. Tell me that's just not funny. Just tell me it's not. And by the way, thank you for that super chat. Maybe I shouldn't call them super chats. Gabriel Tobal, shout out, $5. What's up, Gabriel? Much love to you. Anyway, so he talks to beings. And he also gets deeply into the worldview of viewing the body and the mind as two types of computers, like hardware and software operating systems. He is obsessed with that analogy, which we already saw in his programming and metaprogramming analysis that we did. Okay, so that's the public content for all you beautiful people. Beautiful people. And then, of course, the real meat will be for the subscribers. Yeah, Turner and Hooch. Ugh, oh my gosh. Tom Skanks. I forgot I was telling the story of Everything is Terrible. So they did the show where they chopped up sections of the dog movies. They had to have been tripping when they came up with this idea, and they put each weird, trippy dog movie compilation section into a version of Holy Mountain by Jodorowsky. So this 45-minute presentation was like the stages, the alchemical stages of Jodorowsky, but with dog movies. It was insane. I wonder if that's on their website. You might could find that at their website. I don't know. But anyway, we got to hang out and we drank a bunch of beers and danced to Everything is Terrible music in the bar. It was hilarious. And they're in dog costumes. I got to dance with Pizza, the dog named Pizza. It was great. I totally forgot about this, but yes. So And I've tried to get EIT to do an interview, but they said they would, and then they never got back to me. Maybe they saw my stuff. They're like, this dude's crazier than we are. But maybe now that I'm an official confirmed e-celeb, they'll do it. We'll see. Anyway. Now everybody wants to watch dog movies. But I've just explained to you the entire template of every dog movie. So now there's nothing to watch. You already know them all. I watched Marley and Me. And that was because I lost a bet with Jamie. she won a bet, and so I had to watch a dog movie. And I was like, well, make it one that I like and I've seen, like, I don't know, Milo and Otis. And she's like, no, I'm going to pick one that I want to see. So, of course, it had to be a dog rom-com. Wow. Yeah, so I had to watch Owen Wilson doing... They live? Oh, thanks, Jay. What's up, Matt? Shout out to Matt. $10. Matt, he says, thank you. You're welcome. But Marley and Me, let me think. Did it have the tropes? It had the dog running through the house. It had the dog making a mess. It had... I mean, what else can dogs do in dog movies? Air buds. Dogs dunking in basketballs and shit. What else can you have in a dog movie other than the tropes? There's nothing else. That's it. And by the way, every animal movie. Aren't all the animal movies, don't they all have the same tropes? Of course they do. But I'm trying to remember in Marley and Me if the dog farted. If they had that lame joke in there. I can't remember. But Marley dies at the end, by the way. Ooh, I just blew up Marley and Me. I just spoiled Marley and Me. I hate dog movies. Anyway, I don't hate dogs, but I don't like dog movies. John Candy as dog in... Yeah, that's funny. Homeward Bound. Milo and Otis and Homeward Bound are like the only dog movies I've ever seen. That's it. And then... Oh, I forgot. Thank you, Anthea. The dog has to sniff the butts. Of course. And even worse is when the dog movies have the human voices. That's even worse. Oh my gosh. By the way, I told Jamie this. If you want to make Jamie mad, just tell her that all dogs are going to hell. I say this all the time, and it makes her... She gets furious. She's like, no, they're not. Like, as if me saying that actually brings it about that I'm going to pronounce the metaphysical condemnation of all the souls of all dogs. But it really does ruffle her feathers. Is this a recording? It is not. Dog farts are not funny. I'm sorry, they're not. I mean, literally the only funny thing an animal does is if a monkey smokes a cigar. That's it. There's no other... I mean, it's not even possible for animals to do anything else funny. Except cats in YouTube videos, like jumping and knocking stuff down. That's kind of funny. That's like a 5 on the funny scale. But a monkey with a cigar, I mean, that's just like... That's just funny, dude. Nobody knows why. It's just funny. Anyway. There was something else I watched I was going to talk about, but I can't remember what. Anyway, there's nothing more fun than just being an idiot on streams, is there? And today I gave you extra extreme giga level idiocy, so I hope you appreciate it. And if you would subscribe to the website. All right, so if you want to help me out, you want to support me, thank you for, of course, the super chats are a big help, but you can also subscribe as a member, and in the next couple of days we will get the part 2s for you guys. So I think if there's anything else to cover, to catch up with. I did finally finish the last of the catechetical lectures, so you can go listen to in the members section the last of that. Jamie and I will do the final part of the guy-girl talks, Part 3 of that will be for members in the next week. Church of the Eternal Logos and I will do the part 2 of the Losky. We will have Dr. Bo Branson on for a talk in the upcoming weeks, who you saw on the debate review. We'll be covering his material on the lecture series that he did. What else is going on? I don't know, but I really want to get, it's once they demonetize the channel, it's like you lose the zeal, the zest for coming on here and acting like an idiot. And again, all you guys send like so much money when I act like an idiot. When I do the lectures, nobody sends money. But when I act like an idiot, it's like, here comes the money. I'm like Scrooge jumping off of the diving board into his, pile of gold. So anyway, any last requests before we close up shop? Y'all still talking about dogs. Thank you for that link there. Okay, shout out to OK. Shout out to Father Deacon Ananias, Norwegian Noose in the chat. Shout out to William Kane. Shout out to all of our Ortho Bros and our normal friends. Shout out to our enemies as well, who I'm sure are always lurking. Like Audrey Horn, our enemies are lurking. I don't think I have anything else. Do I have any more? Anything else? Honestly, this kind of stuff is most fun. I'd rather just sit and just act like an idiot. I know. Look, come on. I'm not going to debate about leaving platforms. I need to be on as many platforms as possible. That's the solution here. You want me to sing some more? I should sing. I should just sit here and sing all day because that's when the super chats come in. What do you want me to sing? What's that awful Sting and Bryan Adams? Is it Rod Stewart, Sting and Bryan Adams? Let's do it all for one for love. The gods have cursed me for that. That song is anathema. As you can see, if you try to sing it, you'll die. Jordan Peterson singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. No. I got to get in the Jordan Peterson mode here.
No, well, the question is, can you sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow? Well, can you sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow? Somewhere over the rainbow, in the skies, there's my archetype of my father staring me in my dead eyes.
How's that? That was pretty good. Come on, y'all. That was pretty good. This is fun. Like we could do this for a little bit longer. I am on BitChute every day. We're on BitChute. I'm on BitChute. Been on BitChute for 2 years, dude. And I constantly upload stuff to BitChute, and it gets 50 views. So, what's the point? Did you like that? Come on. That was pretty good. It did sound like Kermit. That wasn't that bad of it. I think that's a better Jordan Peterson than I used to do. But I haven't done Jordan in so long. The chat's always a little bit behind, so I can't. I got to catch up to what you guys are saying. All right, so let's do some impressions. That's always fun. If you guys want to send me more of your money, prove to me that you love me with love points, aka money. That's what I call money now, love points. Send me some of them love points. Yes, the 6. We already can tell you the 6 people who disliked it. It's the 6 people who hate me. By the way, smash like. We can almost get that up to 200. We got 300 still hanging around. Creed. It's always fun to sing Creed. That's the worst. Let me move this microphone away so I don't kill y'all's eardrums. Well, I just heard the news today. It seems Tristan is fully gay with arms wide open under the Ecuadorian moon. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything. I don't get nothing else. How was that? That sounded like Creed, didn't it? Shout out to Tristan. Shout out to Tristan. Oh, come on. Nick Cage and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ugh. Those are the worst. I mean, they're the best, but I can't do Arnold that good. I don't know why. Arnold is hard. You would think Arnold would be like the best or easiest, but Arnold is pretty difficult. It's actually a really weird cadence. I don't know. It's hard to get it just right. I mean, we've only gone for an hour and 40, so we can stretch this out. Pull some fluff in here. Pull a fluff into this. More mumble. That was pretty good Creed, though. Crypt Keeper.
Yes, the Crypt Keeper. The Crypt Keeper sounds a little bit like...
Shit, I just went blank.
I'm the Crypt Keeper. I'm also the mayor of Los Angeles.
How's that? I can't do Tucker Carlson. The Crypt Keeper sounds a little bit like Cobra Commander. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, but...
Yes, you see, Cobra. Cobra Commander sounds a lot like the Crypt Keeper, except the Crypt Keeper works for Cobra Commander.
How's that? Those are hard on the voice. What do I think of Trine Day? Trine Day is my publisher. What do you think I think? I like my publisher. Yes. By the way, give me money for this. I don't do impersonations for free. Give me money. By the way, I got to be on my Ben Shapiro's not that good. All right. It's okay. I can't do Bob Saget, but I got to be on the podcast with Ben Swan and Sam Tripoli. Dude! Dude! All right. That's do your impression of Sam Tripoli. Dude! I got to get a flat billed hat and I put these glasses on. Dude! Okay, buddy. Dude! Not that great, but okay, whatever. Buddy, dude! There's my Sam Tripoli. Now, if you want to do Dr. Phil, it's real easy to do. You just move it back a step. And I want to comment on this woman who got mad when I did Dr. Phil one time. I did Dr. Phil, and I said, are you calling the audience a bunch of hoes? Yeah. Cat me outside, how about that? Now, you're saying the audience are a bunch of hoes. I got an email from a woman bitching me out, saying, how dare you call your audience. She thought I was calling the audience hoes. I'm like, do you not know who Dr. Phil is? That was one of the best emails ever. And by the way, I still get emails of people who are targeted individuals that David Lynch is targeting. David Lynch is not targeting you. I'm sorry. But these crazy people that email me. Do Whoopi Goldberg. That's awesome. All right. We got another super chat. That's why I do this stuff. Stuart Glenn Wright, $2. Thank you, Stuart. Much appreciated. Dr. Phil's not my best impersonation.
Dude, you want me to do Larry Nichols? Well, now, Hillary was at a witch coven one time and she seen that Marinka Bomovich, and she was out there with Hillary doing the witch stuff. She had a pumpkin that was working like a witch's cauldron, and she was throwing hair from toenail from George Soros in the witch's brew.
Yes, I do a perfect Larry Nichols. I do. I'm sorry. Some of my impersonations are perfect. Yes, you're right. Dangerfield, I was about to do that. Way to go, Coop. Today we have to target
some of the people in random small towns. Coop, I need you to take this FBI equipment and to target random people that are weird on the internet. Then, Coop, I need you to send an email to Jay pretending to be these people. Blue Rose.
How's that? I don't know who Jabberjaws is. Wow. 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 Yeah. Wow. I've never even thought to do Owen Wilson. So I do need to work on Owen Wilson, but I never even thought to do Owen Wilson. Yes, I know. That's my shtick. Oh yeah, we got to do our favorite. We got to do our boy. We got to do our favorite commie. Let's see. Give me a scenario for Zizek. So we got to do Zizek. What is Zizek doing? He's talking to somebody. Do Zizek doing what? Give me the scenario that makes it easier. Don't say just do Zizek. I can't do Bruce Willis. What is Zizek up to? Who's he talking to? What's he doing? Ordering a pizza? I don't know. What's he doing? Zizek doing what? I know the chat's behind. So, face? Whose face? Okay. I'm gonna do Zizek, but give me a scenario of Zizek. What is Zizek doing? By the way, we did a hilarious thing with Jim Bob. We did a live stream on Instagram where we were doing a debate between Zizek and Peterson. That was funny. No, not Zizek on Hagel. Come on, get a funny scenario. Zizek doing something. Check out Cantor. Come on, get more creative than that. It'll be the wackier it is, the funnier it'll be. There we go. Got it. Zizek arguing with Dugan. Let's see. I'm trying to remember my Dugan. I do a pretty good Dugan. Zizek arguing with Dugan. I'm gonna hold off on Dugan. Let's do Zizek arguing. You can't see your super chat. Let me see. If you sent one, let me pull it up. Shout out to Timofey. He sent $10. William, I'm sorry if you sent a super chat, I missed it. Okay,
This drive-through. When you have the capitalist system with the drive-through forces one to what is this headset that you wear that you speak into the fetishism of the commodity with the hard set. You speak into this is the transferring the information to me, which is the dollar menu. All I want was the dollar menu itself to show the reality of it being inside of the sweating.
No, it's just nonsense. I'm sorry. That was all nonsense. Made pure 0 cents. I haven't heard. Actually, I have to. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. Okay, so from now on, I will only. Well, people don't know who in the chat is me. Anyway, I'm not going to dox you guys. So I'll start doing it like. I'll do shout outs to not dox people by. Well, I can't give you. You already have your own gay name. I can't give you a new gay name. I was thinking I could give you like a make up a name that sounds like you. But anyway, you want some more impressions? I'd be glad to give you some more. If y'all want it. If you want it. If you want to come get it. Should we sing some more songs? Soy face? Okay. Do your best, soy face. light's getting all weird in here. How's that? That's pretty good soy face. You gotta put these on to do a proper soy face. Is that pretty good? Lurking Jay. Lurking Audrey. Alright, well, I don't see any more. I can't do him. I can't do EMJ. Give me a box of wine and let me start ranting. Keanu reacting to Zizek.
There is this principle of the gun which represents the capitalist system with the shooting out of the semen which represents the patriarchy.
Whoa. And the guns are also semen. How's that? So Keanu as Bill realizing the phallic symbolism of Zizek. How's that?
Yes, Jerry, I can do a good Greg Bonson. If we want to talk about Greg Bonson and the transcendental argument, well, the easiest way to do Bonson is to just talk in this monotone voice about the transcendental argument, Jerry.
How's that? That's pretty good. That's a decent Bonson. I think I used to do a better Bonson when I was younger. But whoa, dude, what? Whoa, what? Oh, the Keanu doing whoa. Jesse Ventura singing Creed. Let me get my Jesse. Well, you know, well, the question is what happened on the day of 9/11. Well, you know, Alex. Well, I just heard the news today. It seems Jesse J is gonna die inside of... Wait. Well, I just heard the news today. Nah, I can't do it. That's gay. I'm sorry. It was almost okay, but if you're doing Jesse, I can't sing and do Jesse, so that was a fail. F. Press F. But we did good. Thank you for we had a nice series of super chats today. Arnold explaining the best way to heal America is to get the pump. Nah. Anything else? We already ran 100 people off. That's funny.
Well, William, that's the crackers in the pantry fallacy. The crackers in the pantry fallacy.
Do a bit of Bernie. Bernie Sanders does not want you to vote for Bernie. He wants you to vote for Zizek, who will then abdicate the throne after the assassination to give the throne over to Bernie Sanders, and we will all have the exact same toothpaste. I'm running on a platform of everyone having, of course, the same bottle of toothpaste. No other brands of toothpaste. There should only be one. There should be Bernie toothpaste. That's it. How's that? Is that good for Bernie? AJ donated $5. I can't see the comments. Sorry, it's so stupid, but I cannot see the comments on this thing. Bernie runs out of toilet paper. I used to do Krusty, but I don't remember how Krusty talks.
Hey, kid.
Isn't it like that? That's his laugh, but I can't remember how Krusty talks. Alec Guinness explaining orthodoxy as the Force. You don't need to see our energies. These aren't the doctrines you're looking for. He can go about his business. Move along. I don't know. That was dumb. That was pretty good. That was all right. Come here, little one. Don't be afraid. Come here, little one. Don't be afraid. Is that pretty good? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? I can't do SpongeBob. I can't do Biden. Alex J talking with Nick Cage about DMT.
It is Sunday, 2005. We're going to be live for the next 6 hours as I trip along with my guest, Nicolas Cage. Nick, you have been at the center of a lot of controversy over the years when it comes to doing drugs. Now, when I was with Joe, folks, okay, I'm just going to lay it out with you folks, okay? There's interdimensional demon goblins, folks, okay? It's all real.
I don't know. I think my Alex has gotten worse over the years. It used to be on point, and I don't know. I feel like my Alex has just degenerated. I don't know what the problem is. But I'm not going to do Nick Cage talking Alex Jones. Sorry. I mean, I can still pull off Alex, but I don't know. There's something I'm missing. It's too gravelly. But I think actually he used to be more gravelly, and now his voice is more normal voice. It's not as gravelly as it was 10 years ago. I don't know. What do you guys think? My Alex Jones is decent. It's not great. It's just decent. I mean, I think I do a better Alex than most people, because a lot of people sucks, but mine's mediocre. But there's plenty of people that do it way better. So
it is Sunday, 2005. We're going to be live for the next 6 hours. It is Sunday. It is Sunday, 2005. We're going to be live for the next 17 hours. Folks, I've got the documents.
how's that?
John Hagee, In Defense of Israel. If you look in my new book, In Defense of Israel, you'll find 16...
That's the blood moons of Israel cursing me for daring to mock John Hagee. I do a pretty perfect John Hagee. I mean, come on. I mean, I can't do him. I can't do EMJ. Why do you keep that? I can't do him. I can't do Hesher. The people that I know, I can do a OK Patrick, right? Welcome. There's my Patrick. Can't do Tristan. Can't do Benny. Can't do.
Hey guys, get down, chubs.
there's KJ. How's that?
Hey guys, this is KJ here. Get down, chubs.
Burger King foot lettuce, number 5. That's my favorite. Chills. Ain't it funny? You with him, you say you love me. I've been trying to get away for some time. Part ways with the life I chose. Take back what's mine. But it's all good. Oh. That was a pretty good John Hagee, though. I do Hagee perfect. Come on. Logos. I don't know. I can't impersonate him. Did you like the KJ? Come on, that was pretty good, KJ. What
in this world necessitates a good? If there was a computer, what in this world necessitates a good?
How's that? No, I can't do Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's too normal. I do a badass Chills, though. Number 11. These people found dust floating in the air, and when their camera took a picture, clearly there's a circle. What are these orbs? I hope that they are okay. Number 10. We all love to go skydiving, but sometimes when we go skydiving, the skydiving suit doesn't open. In this case, I hope that they are okay. Number 9. Everybody likes to play an instrument, But sometimes when you play an instrument, it could be haunted. Look here at this photo and you will see in the background, clearly there is an orb over this guitar. I hope that this guitar is okay. Number 5. If you want to know what I look like, go to my Instagram, Dylan is chillin' YT. Studies show that people who leave thumbs up are nice people and it makes them happier. So leave me a thumbs up and go to my Instagram. That's a damn good chills. Come on. What do I think of Bigfoot? Come on, dude. Come on. I did JF. Carl Sagan, billions and billions. I can't think of what Carl Sagan says other than billions and billions. I know, right? Come on, that chills is on point. I know that chills is on point. Let's see. So I was singing that one Chill song. What's the other Chill song? Ain't it funny? You and them, you say you love me. All right, so there's Ain't It Funny? And then there's the other one. All right, so there's that one. And then I know the other one too. I'm trying to think of how that one goes. You say switching sides. You ain't got no pride. The girl, we survived. I don't know how we survived. Mixing up our lives. You change like the tides. Change like the tides. Yeah. You ain't got no pride. Anyway. Number 15. Red Pill White is in the comments, and he is often saying crazy things. In this example, you can see that Red Pill White obviously has something behind him. What do you think that it is? Leave me a comment below. I can kind of do Mark Pazio. Natural law. Well, you know what? We all possess natural law, natural rights and natural law. As a former member of the dark occult, as a former member of the dark occultists and natural law. There's my Mark Pazio. Oh, he did a spell on me. He did a dark occultist spell on me, made me cough. Mark Pazio's coming at me. No, I can't do. I already did David Lynch. I know I can't do. I can't do Sticks. Yeah, the Dodamite Kane is the secret to Dodamite Kane is to talk about the Happytalism, the bloody Happytalism that Marshall Wayne represents in the film is the truth about the bloody Happytalism as opposed to the bloody capitalism. And Marshall Wayne, I get bloody choked up when I do my Kane talking about Happytalism. Oh, that wasn't too bad. A lot of these I haven't done in like a year or two, so I'm having to just go from memory. I already did Cobra. Sorry. I didn't do Michael Caine is an Antifa activist. Did you like the Passio? Was that okay? The thing about the dark occultists. The thing about Marshall Wayne. The bloody Marshall Wayne. I already did Cobra Commander. It's Cobra Commander taking over Chaz. That's funny. This is a lot of fun. I know. I did it, by the way, if you want to watch, it didn't get any promotion in the algorithm. I did a whole stream that was like all the same stuff with other impersonations. Chills was there. Not really, but sort of. In spirit. I'll go try to find the other stream of impersonations and put it in the chat. Anyway, so we've gone for 2 hours. I think I used to do Richard Simmons. I don't remember anymore. Huey Lewis.
The dark occultist.
I can't do Christian Bale. Thank you. I'm honored. I can't do Styx. To do an impersonation, it really helps if they've got something weird and unique about their voice. If they have a very normal tone and standard Midwestern kind of voice, it's almost impossible. I can't do it. I can only do impersonations when the people are something quirky and weird about their voice. I should try to. I could maybe do a Conor McGregor. Like I can do that kind of an accent. So let me listen to some Conor McGregor shite talking, and then I'll do a Conor McGregor. I can't do Sam Hyde. I can do his laugh. That's one of Sam Hyde's laughs. Hey Jay, this is Jim Mars. Yeah, that was my first interview. Was Jim Mars. I remember. Rest in peace, Jim Mars. He condescended to do his first interview with me when I was a noob with a terrible audio quality. Anyway, all right. My throat is about worn out. Thank you guys very much. If you want to see part 2 of this, I'll spare everybody in the part 2 with all this madness, even though that's what you send me money to do, is to be mad and crazy. And we'll get into the other meats of John C. Silly and the Millennium book. Thank you very much. Hope everybody had a good day. Thank you for all the support given the difficult times that we're in.